Welcome to a brand new show mga guys and gals. And ang title ng show na to, Isahin Natin ang Ola. Palakpakan naman dyan. And spotlight po si Finbro na under sa kay Sophie Lending na legit. And by legit, I mean SEC registered and CIC reporting recommended. Well, ito yung pag-uusapan natin today. Anyways guys, this is my brutally honest review about this loan app. Kasi daming nasasabi, mabait daw siya. Anong kapalit ng kabaitan niya? Medyo mataas din yung fees niya. Especially tong BAP. Recently, meron akong offer dito kay Finbro, 35,000. Kasi repeat borrower na ako. Na kung iti-take mo yan, I am very sure ma-approve ako. Kasi good record ako dito kay Finbro. Buo po yung loan. 12 months to pay daw. 12 months to pay. But wait, huwag nyo munang utangan to. Talaga bang 12 months to pay? Palagi itong nag-i-email, palagi itong tumatawag, palagi itong nag-text. Pero dead ma. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, ayoko sa Borrower's Advantage bundle nito eh. 'Di ba? Yung nagpapamahal sa kada loan. Meron ako natanggap na email sa kanya na sabi, interesting. 70% off daw. Borrower's Advantage fee when you apply. Ito na yung pinakamalaki kong nakitang pa-discount. Hindi ko pinopromote si Finbro dito. Ako yung nagre-review lang ng mga online lending platforms. And yung purpose ko dito is financial literacy. Mabigyan kayo ng heads up kung okay ba siya o hindi. Kasi kung babasihan nyo lang yung marketing niya, yung mga sinasabi niya na 0% interest daw on your first loan. Kapag borrower ka, which by the way, if you're a borrower, first-time borrower, you can get up to 10,000 pesos and 0% interest daw. Pero it's another trap. Kasi kahit na 0% interest, pero papatungan ka niya ng borrower's advantage pa, bundle pa rin or BAP or package, hindi po madaling magpatanggal niyan. Kasi natatanggal pero hindi madali. Anyways, magbibigay ako ng example dito mamaya para maintindihan nyo. Pero itong Borrower's Advantage package na to ni Finbro, basta pabigat yan guys. And it's a trap. Nung nakita ko yung sinasabi niyang 70% off BAP, na-curious ako. Sabi ko, nag-improve ba talaga si Finbro? Tingnan natin. Hindi nga siya makulit kasi tatawag lang naman siya 3 days before your due date. Pero yun nga lang. Buo siya natatanggap ha. Grabe, pero ang taas talaga ng fees niya guys. Di ko talaga kayang tiisin yung ganito. 30-30 siya and you will understand why later on. Meron akong offer sa kanya, 35,000 pesos, 70% off, which I have 2 days para ma-take advantage. So meron siyang sense of urgency para talagang i-grab mo. Pero actually trap, kaya ingat kayo dito. 35,000 pesos and then all I need to do is just log in sa app kasi matagal na ako may account dito. With a few clicks, makukuha ko yung loan. I know buo, I know ma-approve ako, but is it recommended? No. Finbro is under Sophie Lending. And dati, web-based lang siya. Pero ngayon, meron na siyang app. Oy, but hindi pa rin ako believe sa kanya. And kung mag-a-apply ka dito, mapa-app man or mapa-website, you just need a valid ID and your details. Hindi mo kailangan mag-submit ng payslip, pero depende yan sa i-disclose mong source of income sa kanya. So, mga valid IDs na tanggap niya is UMID, SSS, driver's license, passport, postal ID, national ID. So, magla-login ka lang sa website niya. And if you're a new first-time borrower, 10,000 pesos yung pwedeng maximum, 0% interest. Pero huwag na kayo maniwala dyan. First time ako na-approve dito kay Finbro is 3,500. It was a long time ago. At bago niya ako i-approve, may tumawag. So, I don't know kung may tatawag pa, pero sa akin may tumawag to verify. And meron na siyang app na available po sa Google Play Store. Wow! Kung ayaw mo pa rin, hindi ka comfortable, then you can always just use the website. So, simple naman, it's just like other loan apps. But if you really want to see the step-by-step process sa pag-apply kay Finbro, meron akong dating video about it. But let's talk about what happened. Ito na yung juicy part kaya. Kung gusto nyo showbiz, maala showbiz, yung maala-ala mo kaya, yung talagang, ma-stress ka. Kasi na-stress ako eh. Kaya napa-video ko. Iba sana yung ilalabas kong video ngayon. Kaso na-stress ako. Okay, so going back dun sa offer ni Finbro. So ayun na nga, meron siyang offer na 70% off fees. Kasama yung Borrower's Advantage bundle. Dun pa lang sa email niya na may sense of urgency. Like, if you don't grab it, you're gonna miss out. Kasi tomorrow lang yung offer na to. Parang for VIPs daw. Para siya kasi may psychological impact na kung hindi mo yan iti-take, naku, sayang, di ba? Pero even so, kailangan mo siyang pag-isipan because it may be more of a trap. Because yes, Finbro is legit, and by that I mean SEC registered, and because SEC registered siya, CIC reporting, if you're not careful, baka masira yung credit history natin. And yung opportunity natin na makalapit tayo sa much better loan platforms if nasira yung record natin ng dahil lang sa pagiging careless kay Finbro. If you are not careful, syempre mapapaloan ka. The temptation is there because knowing na it's readily available and buo siyang natatanggap, it's like, bahala na si Batman nito if hindi ka careful. Andyan na eh. It's a low-hanging fruit. if that's all you think about. Walang discount. Yung 35,000 pesos niyang offer sa'yo, buong mo matatanggap. It's not 12 months to pay. It is 30 days only. Just 1 month. Hindi siya totoong 12 months. May 12 months ba na 30 days pa lang, bayad ka na? So, yung pinapalabas niya dyang 11 months, 12 months, it's actually just the number of times na pwede kang mag-extend. We'll get to that later ha. So yun, what if walang discount? Well, okay lang. Yung interest is 2,040, yung processing fee is 2,040, pwede na. Pero yung masakit doon is that yung kanyang borrower's advantage package ay 15,000 almost or 14 something to be exact. The screenshot is there. Yan yung pinakamasakit sa bulsa. And I read the whole, what's included in that bundle. Come on, you've gotta be kidding me. Parang lip service lang siya. To make you feel good na, oh, okay, I'm getting something out of this just in case. Pero hindi eh. Yung 35,000 mong ititake sa kanya after 30 days or after a month, babayaran mo 55. I'm just rounding it off dahil nabubulol ako. Ipapresent niya sa'yo yung breakdown of the fees. I-avail mo yung 70% na discount niya today dahil it's gonna cut down the BAP and the interest to mga 30% na lang. So, yung mangyayari, if 15% less, matitira 30%, mga nasa 5,000, round off na lang. So, yung 35, ibabalik mo 40,000 after 30 days. Pero what if wala kang 40,000 na ibabalik sa kanya? So, what's the next plan? What's the next step mo dito? Mag-i-extend ka. So, you're gonna check yung below. Meron siyang 7, 14, 30 days na extension. Tapos may corresponding amount sa ganito magiging interest, ganito magiging processing fee, ganito yung magiging BAP na babayaran mo. Pero walang discount na yan. Doon na siya nag-base sa full amount without the discount. Mag-i-extend ka. Magbabayad ka ng that much para lang ma-extend na another 30 days para yung pagka unable to pay mo the full amount after 30 days ay walang impact sa credit history mo. Alam mo, hindi yan malalaman kung puro ka extend ng ibang mga legit loan companies. So, binaba ko muna sa 1,000 pesos. And, pumunta ako sa next page. So, with 1,000 pesos and with the discount, lalabas na lang 1,200 plus. So, usually, kung maliit yung amount, okay, fine. Pikit mata ka na lang sa kung additional fees. Kung maliit ng amount, kasi 1,000, babalik mo 1,200, mag-extend ka, 500. Pero ganun pa rin, guys. 500, malaki na yun. Chicken Joy meal na yan. Okay, ginrab ko out of curiosity. And syempre, nagpapadala po kasi siya ng mga loan agreement, loan disclosures, and binabasa ko yan. Like, serious ako pa. Akala nila lahat ng tao hindi nagbabasa. Pero binabasa ko yan. I found out dun sa credit line agreement niya. There, I found out that there's one section here that said na Section 21 of the credit line agreement, cooling off period. The borrower shall have a right to withdraw from the agreement by repaying the loan principal in full to the lender within 3 business days of the loan disbursement if the borrower is not satisfied with the terms and conditions of the agreement. In such case, the lender will not apply any charges. The use of the service, however, the lender may request the borrower to reimburse processing costs incurred by the lender due to the execution and withdrawal from the agreement. The repayment of the loan principal can be made using options listed on Finbro, blah, 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 repay. If the borrower does not exercise the right to withdraw within 3 business days of the loan disbursement, it should be considered that the borrower is satisfied with the received services and does not have objections in relation to the said service and or the terms and conditions of the agreement. Let's see how true this is. And if totoo to, then I guess I can have something good to say about this company. We'll get back to that later, how this can be a good thing if they're going to honor that. Confirm ko yung 1,000 pesos and na-receive ko siya sa Maya ko within minutes. Buo. Walang kaltas. For after 30 days, may babayaran ako 1,200. Yay! Anyways, tested them. Nag-email ako ng customer service and I said, hindi ko pinaalam muna, no, na nagre-review tayo ng loan as na ginigisa natin siya. Hello, I took the loan, 1,000 for review purposes. But I do not like it and I wish to return without additional fees as per the loan agreement. I have 3 business days to get this done. Reply ASAP so we can get this over with. Okay, after a couple of hours, nag-reply siya. Kasi nagre-reply po si Finbro, at least kudos, nagre-reply yung customer service nila. And mabait naman sila. However, some, I'm not really, agreeable na magaling silang mag-handle. Reply number 1, and masasabi kong strike 1. Thank you for sending us this email. Please be advised that before confirming your loan, you will have the opportunity to review the full loan breakdown. Okay, fine. may point ka dyan, including all applicable charges at the final step of your application. Okay, fine. No question about it. Yes, dapat lahat tayo. Tinitingnan natin yung breakdown, yung loan agreement, doon tayo mag-decide kung talaga bang iti-take natin or not. If you have any questions or concerns about the specific charges, you may send us an email or contact us using the number provided on our website. This allows you to decide comfortably whether you would like to proceed or take more time to consider your option. Parang doon na ako na, oops, wait. You're subtly saying na bakit mo ika-cancel yung loan agreement, tinake mo. Hindi mo ba nakita yung breakdown? Anong gusto mong itanong ko kung sakaling magtanong mo, ba't ang mahal ng fees nyo? Anong isasagot mo? Okay, yun ba? Kung hindi nila yan nilagay sa kanilang credit line agreement, okay, fine. I accept. May babayaran akong 1,200 and it is what it is. Okay, accept defeat. Pero they stated that in the loan agreement that I agreed when I claimed the loan. So you are basically contradicting what is said on this section of the credit line agreement. Does the company think that they can just simply get away with this because it's rare for users to really read the credit line agreement? And I copy-pasted that section of the credit line agreement para naman, hello, sinabi nyo to, and why are you guys not honoring this, diba? Okay, na-strike 2 siya, ito yung sagot niya sa akin. I gave them a chance, okay? So, second time na to, and usually kapag second time, intentional na yan yung inulit mo yung point mo. I want to clarify that since you mentioned that you no longer want the loan and would like to return, I only wanted to explain the process. Okay, you already did that the first time. But I need you to respond dun sa sinabi ko, sa kinopy-paste ko na credit line section ng credit line agreement. Inulit niyo yung sinabi niyo on the first try, on the first email. Before proceeding with the loan application, the complete loan breakdown and the applicable charges are shown during the final step of the application. This allows you to review. Okay, I know that already. Why are you saying that again? I need you to respond to what I said. So, strike 2 na siya. Parang ginigit talaga niya. Yung talagang dinidrill niya talaga sa mind ko na, hello, nakita naman yung breakdown sa'yo, tinake mo yung loan mo, bakit ngayon gusto mong diba? Yung parang ganon, pinipilit niya yung ganon. I feel that you do not want to continue with the loan, you may choose not to accept. Yun nga, sana sa application process pa, hindi ko sana daw in-accept. I'm only explaining it so that if you decide to apply in the future, you will already have an idea of the process and can avoid the need to request a loan return afterward. Okay, fine. Pero diba, nag-copy-paste na ako sa point ko. Okay, naka-strike 2 na siya. I lost my patience there. So, sabi ko, post ako sa Facebook. Nag-rant ako because people need to understand and people need to be aware na ganito pala yung patakaran nila, ganito pala yung nangyayari, ganito pala hinahandle ng mga agents nila yung situation. It's not satisfactory. Kung pwede kong i-review yung agent na bibigyan ko siya ng less than 1 star. Or maybe, kulang siya sa kape, mga besh, or baka hindi siya nakikinig. Siguro, missed the memo na may ganito pala sila. Pumunta ako ng Facebook, nag-post ako, nag-rant ako. Ito yung sinabi ko, section blah 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 of the Finbro credit line agreement. And apparently, the customer service said this, kinopy-paste ko yung sabi niya. Tinag ko talaga si Finbro. They also need to be aware. And then I sent this email. Sabi ko, ang galing ng training nyo. You're basically saying kasalanan ko that I did not read or thoroughly review the loan terms before claiming the loan, or by claiming it, I means I simply agreed. Well, I did review the terms. That's why umabot nga ako sa part na nabasa ko yung section na yan. I review online, nagparamdam na ako guys. I review online loans for financial literacy ng borrowers. So when I saw this section, I thought I should test if totoo. Turns out, well, now I know this experience will be shared and detailed for awareness. Nag-reply after a few minutes kasi nagpapamassage ako so hindi ko na malayan kung how long. Basta nag-reply. This time, bumait. But naka-strike 2 na sila na na ako, is struck a nerve. Sabi, I am sorry if the message came across as if I was blaming you for not reading the terms and conditions. That was not my intention. I only wanted to clarify the process and provide you with the correct information. Paulit-ulit yung sinasabi na she wanted to give me the correct information. Get that. Since you mentioned that you no longer wanted the loan and would like to return it, I just want to explain that you still have the option to proceed with the loan return. Yun naman pala As you are aware that it can be requested within 72 hours. If you would like to continue with the loan return, please follow the details provided below. So, nag-provide siya ng how I can do this. Yun naman pala Pwede naman pala. Eh bakit hindi niya to dinugtong sa first niyang email? He or she can lecture me all they want, kahit na mag 2 paragraphs pa yan sa first email. Pero sana dinugtong niya yung ganun. Yung whatever man dinugtong niya on the third email. Pwede naman pala eh. Sana kanina mo pa yan sinabi. Hindi na sana nag-escalate. Sana nasabi ko pa more positive things about this platform. Kumbaga, pag nagre-review kasi ako, I also discuss the positive aspect, also discuss the negative. Para everyone is aware, because what we're protecting here is our credit history. That's why we're having discussions like this. Pwede naman pala eh. Bakit hindi niya sinabi? The first email pa lang. And why is this important? Yung may 72 hours na period. For example, nagkaroon ng emergency, wala ka ibang talagang maisip. And then you see Finbro's email. Okay, super emergency talaga na hindi ka makapag-isip, gulong-gulong yung isipan mo. You see their marketing email because they create a sense of emergency. Sabi, oh, thank God, my Finbro. And may 70% off, yung ganun. Emergency, hating gabi. And then, in-applyan mo siya, kailangan mo 35,000. And then, na-receive mo, okay. And now, the next day, when you're calmer, kasi tapos the storm was over, nakapagkape ka na, and then, nahimasmasan ka. Tiningnan mo yung terms. The next day, sabi, uy, ba't ko naman to tinake? There are moments like that. You regret making such rash decision because you were in the moment na yung talagang gulong-gulong yung isipan mo. But, so, uy, sayang. Pumasok din yung mga emails ni Metrobank, ni BDO, kasi may credit card ka pala, na nag-o-offer na convert your credit limit into cash payable in 24 months at add-on rate of 0.49. Sa 25K na uutangin mo, ititake mo yung offer ng mga credit card na yan sa bangko. Parang hindi mo mafe-feel yung interest. Kasi if nag-oola ka, and i-compare mo yan sa offer ng credit card, nako, matutuwa ka talaga. Realize mo, may credit limit ka pa pala kay Bilis. Bigla kang nagka-G-loan. Which is much better than Finbro. So definitely, kaysa you would want to return the loan. So I thought maybe this 72-hour period is good. Diba? Nagpapalusot kasi sila eh. So, those are instances where, sige, balik ko to kay Finbro, I'm gonna grab the better offer. Kasi what we're doing here is making decisions para hindi tayo ma-taken advantage of. Itong borrower's advantage package ni Finbro, it's taking advantage of us. Yun ang masasabi ko, guys. So, babayaran ko to. I'm not going to take advantage of the 72-hour cooling period. I'm gonna pay 1,000 plus with interest. Pero here's my honest opinion about your loan. Pero naku, magtino kayo ha. Because number one, they found a gray area or nakalusot sila. Kasi diba, April 1, 2026, nag-set or nag-take effect na yung bagong interest rate cap for loans, unsecured loans. Kasama si Finbro sa mga unsecured loans, guys. Naipatupad na yung revised interest ceiling, which states that for loans 10,000 and below, na 4 months and below yung tenor, and 4 months below 10,000 yung loan, dapat hindi lumalagpas ng 12% yung effective interest rates. At pag sinabing effective interest rates, this should include the nominal interest, service fee, whatever additional fees they wanna impose, basta pag tinotal mo yan, and, i-calculate mo, dapat hindi siya lalagpas ng 12% yung fees. What is Finbro doing? BAP should be included sa effective interest rate, but they're masking it as insurance, borrower's advantage package. Yes, pwede mo ipatanggal, pero what if wala kang certificate of employment na pwedeng i-address kay Sophie and willing ka mag-wait up to 10 months? 10 days for the loan to be released? There must be better offers kung gano'n naman lang. Nakahanap siya ng lusot by calling the additional fees as borrower's advantage package, which, SEC should look into this. So yes, I'm not gonna avail of that 72-hour cooling off period anymore. I'm gonna pay my loan with interest, but yes, here's my full review. So, ano masasabi nyo? Kaya, and this is why guys, tinanggihan ko because I've been reviewing Finbro honestly because legit siya. And by legit, I mean registered, SEC reporting and everything. Helpful naman siya if meron kang pambayad at meron siyang discount. I feel like napaka-user niya eh. Nagta-take advantage siya of the situation na a lot of Filipinos don't have access to banks. Bank loans, bank products. Sobra-sobra to. I mean, 12%, pwede nating, sige, pikit mata na lang, fine. 12%. Wala tayong magagawa. Ito yung cap ni SEC. Pero, with a borrower's advantage package that's more than 35% of the loan, something's wrong. So, ayoko sa mga ganito, guys. So, I've been talking about Finbro so many times on this channel because, syempre, mas bet ko naman talaga yung mga loan apps na buo yung matatanggap. Hindi naman siya masyado makulit. Even before na hindi siya kailangan i-download. Website lang siya. Pero, oh my gosh, this is so disappointing. And then, back then, every time I say something about Finbro, may nag-i-email sa akin to offer na a package na kung maglalagay daw ako ng referral code sa lahat kong videos and they sign up with my referral code, I earn this. Like, wow ha, laking commission ko dyan ha. Pero I turned it down. Hindi ko pinansin. Hindi ko kayo i-refer sa isang OLA na ako mismo ayaw kong gamitin. I have referral codes na sinishare. Nag-share ako ng referral code ni One Hand because ako mismo may account ako kay One Hand. Ginagamit ko si One Hand. And then I would also recommend Kashalo even if Kashalo is like 12% because I personally have Kashalo and 12% is better than kay Finbro, no? That's it guys. I'm sorry if I had to rant. This is a long video. It's me expressing my frustration sa loan app that's legit, basically legit. These are things na dapat i-change nila. Kasi kawawa po yung borrower. Meron kayong reaction about this video, please comment below. So in this is the first of probably many serye. Like, we're gonna title it, Gisahin Natin Yung OLA. Yun lang. Pagod na ako guys kasi yung part 2, yung kanina nag-film ako nasira yung second part ng video na to. Kaya this is already a retake. So ginisa natin yung olang si Finbro. Anyway, so see you on the next vlog and bye-bye.